Hello and welcome to YGO Turbo X. I am Dragon Master Dan, and if you cannot tell, this is not my normal spot. Well, normal in the sense of where I've been recording. This is my house, where I'm recording at right now. This is kind of like where I hang out, where I come to chill. You know how that is, test out my new decks. And because of how good these things have been doing, I figured I would do another deck profile. We were deciding on only doing a deck profile once a month, but I figured since of all the recent views, I would do another one. Now this time it's going to be my SuperHeavy Samurais. You know, guys, these, the one deck where spells and traps have no use in them unless you can get them out of your graveyard. Yeah, this deck. Most people call it crap. I love it. So, yeah, here it is. Hope y'all enjoy. Okay. Now, to start off this, we're going to start off with 3 SuperHeavy Samurai Soul Piercers. This is a must in the deck. It causes any of your super heavies to do piercing damage, plus if it goes to the graveyard. Hey, that's a free +1. Lets you add any super heavy to your hand. Awesome card. Awesome. Next one is 3 SuperHeavy Samurai Giga Gloves. Giga Glove is another one of my favorites. It's a future card. It lets you look at the next 5 cards of your hand. Lets you figure out a strategy on what you're going to do next. It's a level 3, great for synchro summoning. This deck is all about that. It might only have 1,000 defense, but hey. And also, if you call the next card right on the top of your deck, if the next card is a SuperHeavy Samurai, you get to negate attack while it's in the graveyard. Awesome card. Pretty awesome. I used 3 of them. Alright. My next card is 3 SuperHeavy Samurai Soul Banger Cannons. This is another one of them good cards. Another one of them must at 3s. This card gives your monsters an additional 1,000 plus in defense. Awesome. And if it's in the graveyard and your SuperHeavy Samurais decide to get targeted for some joker's amusement, you can banish it, destroy it, wipe everything on the field, start from a clean slate, and smack them with 1,000 points of damage. Great card. Well, I mean, you smack yourself, but it's 1,000. Who cares? And it's another level 3. And they're all earth machines, so that's another good one. Another must 3, SuperHeavy Samurai Big Warg. He's a level 5 machine, means you can go into Nova, go into Infinity afterwards. I do not have Infinity at this moment, but still, great card. 800 attack, 1800 defense. Who cares about its attack? It's got great defense. And if you have no spells or trap cards in your graveyard, you can special summon this right from the hand. That is amazing effect. Then after this effect is, after this card is special summoned, you can't special summon the rest of the turn except SuperHeavy Samurais. Who cares about that? Just use Wonder Xyz and immediately go into Cyber Dragon Nova, then into Infinity. Well, no, it can't. Well, I mean, still an 1800 beater who you tribute counts as 2, which means Big Ben K. Nice card, good card. Here's another one that's really, really good. It's a 3, a must 3. SuperHeavy Samurai Soul Fire Suit. This is one of the equip cards. You can equip it from your hand. And if you equipped it from your hand, it becomes a level 5. Great card, goes into Nova. But it's better in the hand because if you discard it until the end of your turn, A Super Heavy Samurai you control loses 800 but can't be destroyed by battle or by card effect. That is awesome. That's a great card. Great card, must at 3. Alright, and now to get into some of the new ones that are a must. Super Heavy Samurai General Coral. He's a level 1, which means he's not really good use for much. You can't pendulum summon him in. But he is a scale 8 who, if your Super Heavy Samurai monster that you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it gets to attack a second time, which is always good. And if you have no spell or trap cards in your hand, you contribute up to 2 Super Heavy Samurais and draw that many cards. Great, draw power +2. Nice, good card. Alright. Another 3, which is another one of the new ones, is Super Heavy Samurai Magnet. He's a level 4, good for synchro summoning. And if he is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 Super Heavy Samurai level 4 or lower, then change it to defense. And then your opponents can't attack anything but that one. And it's 1900, which is awesome. Sorry guys, I dropped some cards. Yeah. See? Oh wait, can't see it. It's too dark in here. Alright, alright. Another one of the 3 is Super Heavy Samurai Thief. If they love playing against pendulums or just love using their spells and trap cards, this is the card for it. If you have no spells or trap cards in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, it gets one of these 2 effects. Destroy an opponent's spell or trap card and then set it on your field, or destroy an opponent's pendulum zone and place the destroyed pendulum zone in yours. So either snatch up their pendulums or snatch up their bottomless, their torrential, you know. And it's only 1,000, so bottomless doesn't help it. Trap Hole could, but you're special summoning it, so no, it won't. Draining Mirror Force, all the Mirror Forces. Next one is Super Heavy Samurai Transporter, sorry. My bad on the mistake of the cards. This card, the level 5 machine. Same thing as the other level 5. Can't special summon anything else but Super Heavy Samurais. But its effect is if you have no spells or trap in your graveyard, you contribute this up to 2 monsters and up to 2 monsters on your opponent's side of the field, and then you special summon 2 Super Heavy Samurais on their side of the field, up to 2, and then draw. That means you can +2 off of them. Give them 2 monsters they don't need. BAs, fuck you. And then you get +2. Here's the last level 3. He is not really needed at 3, but I needed to finish up with the 40. Super Heavy Samurai Swordsman. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can change the battle position. And then if the Super Heavy Samurai monster you control battles an opponent's monster after damage calculation, the opponent's monster attack and defense drops to 0. And it's 1800, so it's a great one. And it's a level 4. There's always good. Now here's a level 3 must, but I mean here's a 3 card, that's a must, but that is not a Super Heavy Samurai. Speedroid Manko. He's a level 4 machine wind. And well, you've played against Super Speedroids, you know what this does. But for the people who don't, he is the most effed up card in the deck because he is a hand trap. Saying if your opponent attacks, you special summon him in attack mode and change all of their monsters into defense position. Now here's one I would rather play at 3, but I only have 2, so I can only play it at 2. Super Heavy Trumpeter. Super Heavy Samurai Trumpeter. This card, if you have... Most all of these, if you have no spells or trap cards, it's got its own effect. This one, you can special summon it. And if you tribute, you get to bring him right back. And he's a level 2 tuner. I don't know if y'all can see that, but he's a tuner. Go into Chambara, or the others, which I'll get to that later. And then, another card I wish I could be... No, this card's good at 3, but you only need 2. Super Heavy Samurai Blowtorch. This card, if your opponent declares an attack on it, and you have no spell or trap cards in your grave, no, if your opponent declares an attack, you can switch the target to another Super Heavy Samurai you control. Oh yeah, and while this card is on the field, if they try attacking another monster, you can make him the target, and he can't be destroyed by battle. Kind of a badass little fucker, isn't he? Yeah, he's a good for when you just need to stall, and you know they ain't doing piercing. Next one, he is a big dude. He's a must. Super Heavy Samurai Big Benkei. Y'all all know him from the TV show, if you've ever watched it, Arc 5. This one, if he is normal or special summon, you change his battle position, which is awesome. Then, when he's in defense, when Super Heavy Samurai monsters you control, while in face-up defense, you control can attack while in face-up defense position, and they apply their defense to the damage calculation, which means once he goes into defense, he's a 3500 beat stick, a level 8, which is overpowering to even Blue Eyes. These cards attack in defense, which means Mirror Force is still doesn't matter. Drowning Mirror Force, okay, but you're just going to flip him face down. Stormforce, a lot of these will just bring him right back. It doesn't matter. The Mirror Forces are dead to this deck. And he's only 1,000 attack. Bombless? Ha! You ain't going to touch him with Bombless. But he's still 3,500. Okay, next one. Another one of the equip cards. Super Heavy Soul Samurai Soul Shield Wall. Okay, this one gives it 1,200 defense. Amazing, especially if you equip it to Big Benkei. And then while it's equipped, you can send the equip card to the graveyard and negate the attack. But the defense becomes 0. But I mean, if you just have it equipped to Big Benkei, summon up Trumpeter, and then sync for the big dude, which I'll show you that later. Okay, this one, and he's kind of a must at 2. Here's another must at 2. Super Heavy Samurai Soul Beads, a level 1, so it's not really good for synchroning, but this is a level 3, which is great. But this says you can equip it from the hand. You can equip it to a Super Heavy Samurai monster from your hand, and then each turn it would be destroyed by a card effect. It's not destroyed once per turn, one time. First time this card is equipped and would be destroyed, it's not. And when a defense position monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, and this card is equipped to it, send this card to the graveyard and special summon it in attack mode. And if it's Big Benkei, he's just going to switch back into defense, which means you still got a 3,500 beater. So, okay card. This is a card I'd rather replace it with. I only have 1. He's badass. I'd rather have 3, but hey, I work with what I got. Now, if I do get 3 and some other cards, I'll be doing a deck profile update, okay? This is Super Heavy Samurai Battle Baller. He is a level 2 machine tuner. Okay, y'all think level 2. What the fuck, whoopee. He's not that good. Here is why he's good. Well, if all monsters you control are Super Heavy Samurais, and you have no spells and trap cards in the graveyard, well, pretty much, target one of their monsters, and your monster, and sink for one of your own. Literally, you snatch their monsters, and use it for your own synchro material. It's fucked up. Which, I like. Oh, you summon Red Dragon Archfiend? Okay, Battle Baller. I'll take that. I'll sing for my big dude. I'll sing for Warlord. Or, Dark Destroyer. I'll sing for Warlord. Now, here's another one I wish I'd rather have more of. I'd rather have 2, but I don't, so I play it at 1. Super Heavy Samurai Flutist. He is a level 3 machine with a great effect. You contribute this to special summon 1 Super Heavy Samurai from your hand, which is great, especially if you got them big dudes. During either player's turn, when a card or effect activates that targets a Super Heavy Samurai, you can banish it from the graveyard and negate the activation. Awesome. And if you do, destroy it. But you can only activate once per turn. Okay. But it's during either player's turn, so which still is awesome. And then finally, he is an only 1. You should only play him at 1. Never more, never less. Super Heavy Samurai General Jade. He is a level 8. Guys, a level 8. You cannot pendulum summon for him, and his effect is just as bad. First thing first, you cannot pendulum summon except Super Heavy Samurais. Obvious, that's like most cards. This effect can't be negated, and then once per turn you can target 1 Super Heavy Samurai and increase its level by 1. That's the great part. I mean, especially also since he's a scale 1 and the other's a scale 8. You can pendulum summon. That's why you need to run 1. But then you contribute this card you contribute summon this card by attributing 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster. That's a great effect. But with only 2800, he ain't no big Benkei. When you normal or special summon this monster, change its attack battle position. Okay, so you change it to defense. And then while this card is in defense, apply its defense for a damage calculation. So it's a 2800 beat stick. Yeah, so doesn't beat a Blue Eyes. Okay, you contribute 1. I can almost make it to where I can contribute 1 card to summon out Big Benkei. So whoop. Now, great card. Now, on to the extra deck. Okay, you need your Synchros and your Xyzs. First Synchro is High Speed Void Chambara. Okay, self-explanatory. He is a level 6 machine synchro monster. Then you need 2 Super Heavy Samurai Beast Kubi. He's another Super Heavy Samurai. He's a level 9. Okay, that's kind of good. Here is the boss of the deck. 2. I only run 2. I'd rather have run 3, but I only have 2. So I run with what I got. Super Heavy Samurai Warlord Susanos. He can attack while in face-up defense position, obviously, 3800. And then once per turn, I can target a spell or trap card in your graveyard and use it on my own. I can use your Rakeki. I can use your Bombless against you. I can fuck you so many ways. This is why people hate this. People hate my deck when I play with them. Next one is Utopic Future. Greenosaurus and Mech-Equipped Gen Engineer for Future. I mean, I got more, but that's just obvious ones. Then I got Ghost Rare Dark Rebellion XE Dragon. I pulled him out of a pack. I mean, you can't even see it in this. Man. Oh yeah. This guy, I know he's secret, but don't worry, he's not that much. I paid $10 for both of them. Shark Fortress. Nova. You need Nova. You also need Infinity, but Nova's just fine. Volcasaurus, level 5s. Photon Strike Bouncer, if my camera will ever show it. And then, Gaia Dragon, the Thunder's Charge. Originally, why I got him is because I was building a Galaxy deck. But when I dismantled it, I figured I would throw him in here. He works good in here. Especially using Volcasaurus. And then Aggron the Sea Casseron. And then, well, 2 of them. And, well, that is my Super Heavy Samurai deck profile. Alright, this is Dragon Master Dan. Thank you for watching my Super Heavy Samurai deck profile. Columbus is coming up, so I'll try to pick up a few more of them cards and try to do a deck profile update. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe, comment in the section below. Tell me what I need to improve. If you want to keep seeing deck profiles, we'll probably keep throwing them up, but we want to see them views. We love to see them views, especially how fast that Blue Eyes deck was shooting up. Man, y'all are awesome. So, thanks. Peace.